Hello there, buenos dias and bienvenido, or welcome to my YouTube channel here at Benidorm and beyond. I'm an English woman who's lived in this resort for over 20 years, and I aim to give you an original take on all there is to see, do and enjoy in and around Benidorm, so here we go. Today I'm taking you for a walk in the October sunshine along a section of the Avenida del Mediterraneo. This long dual carriageway avenue stretches from Plaza Hispanidad at the start of the Old Town all the way along to Avenida del Mediterraneo in the Rincon de Loix and is just over 1 kilometre long. Filled with bars, restaurants, hotels and most of all shops, it's a busy thoroughfare with plenty to see, so let's get started. We begin by heading away from the square and crossing the roundabout where the Tecnoito sits in the middle. Built as a tourist attraction along the lines of Piccadilly Circus in London or Times Square in New York, although not quite as grand, it displays information on local events, adverts for businesses, and of course can be adapted to any need, as for example when recently a tribute to the passing of Queen Elizabeth II was shown. Reaching the Avenida del Mediterraneo itself, on our left we pass a long wall belonging to the low-rise apartment block El Saladar, whose entrance is on the adjacent road. To our right is a handy taxi rank, although the local bus stop Centro is just around the corner on Calle del Esperanto, and we can also see some of the colourful sculptures of Benidorm's current street art exhibition called Torres de Alhambra. This showcases vibrant pieces along this road, in the Plaza Hispanidad and along Calle Gambo in the Old Town, which are inspired by the turrets and towers of the Alhambra Palace in Granada. Paved with pretty blue, grey and white tiles and with seats dotted about and plenty of greenery for shade, this leafy avenue really is one of the most attractive in town and makes for a lovely amble. On our left we now see a branch of international clothes brand Mango. Next door is a small independent shop called Cuba who sell lingerie and nightwear. Passing the entrance to apartment block Edificio Front al Mar, we then see the Blanc de Nil Benidorm store, who specialise in top quality white cotton clothing. Adjacent is Tiffany's Bar and Cafe, with its title inspired by the film, and here you can sit on the pavement side, under their sheltered terrace awnings, or inside where you are surprisingly met by 2 large glittering chandeliers on the ceiling for that touch of glamour. They offer breakfast, snacks and drinks, and it's a lovely spot to sit for a while and just watch the world go by. Moving on and passing the entrance to a private car parking area, we then see a parade of shops slightly set back. These start with the Tabacos Mediterraneo, where you can buy cigarettes, tobacco and stamps, and then next along is the Bohemian Vintage Clothes and Jewellery store, with signage for local dentists above it, who occupy the first floor of the building. Next along is the fast food takeaway outlet of My Chips, who specialise in hand-cut chips, as you may have guessed, served in paper cones and complemented by a large variety of sauces. And continuing forward, we then see the offices of Valverde and Arpino, who offer cosmetic and plastic surgery services. Next door is a small hair salon, Figueras Estilistas, and this abuts a small tech shop who offer mobile phone accessories as well as sales and repairs. Carrying on, we pass DRL women's fashion retailer and then Tramas, who sell a good selection of bedclothes, curtains and nightwear. This brings us to the chemists on the corner, who boast they are open every day, and just for info, at 2 p.m, the temperature recorded on their neon sign was a beautiful 27 degrees. Now crossing Avenida Dr. Ortyorka and a bright yellow postbox where you can post your letters for collection at about 1 p.m. on weekdays, we see a large fashion clothes shop on the corner, also selling the usual variety of beach towels, belts, caps and bags too. Next along we pass the closed premises of the Indian shop, which always sold a lot of Native American style clothing and accessories, and adjacent is another small premises selling tech items, and then the Adela Serra shoe shop and outlet fashion store, which have seemingly both closed down for good. Set slightly back, we then find the Gamma estate agent's office, and then past the green gates to Edificio Cometa, which look directly over to the back of the 4-star Sol Hotel Costa Blanca, which is on the seafront itself. Carrying on, we then pass Sunrise Souvenirs, who, as well as selling the usual tat, have a range of replica sports kits and band and TV programme themed t-shirts. Next door, after passing the entrance to Edificio Las Olas, we come to the large Danielo De Luca footwear store, who have been selling flip-flops, sandals, boots and trainers in this location for many years now, and always have great bargains. Next along is the Colosseo restaurant and pizzeria, who are currently closed for holidays, and then we pass residential block Edificio Marianne, and then the Caixa Callosa Bank on the very corner. We now approach Avenida Emilio Romero, which we then cross, and this brings us to the 4-star Med Playa Hotel, the Agir Springs. Built back in 1963, this benchmark hotel was given a brand new look and even a slight tweak to their name in 2020. It now features an American-style diner on the ground floor, which anyone is welcome to visit, along with comfortable pink, white and green rooms for guests to stay in and a rooftop pool and bar. Moving forward, we now pass the low-cost Zapateria, which is a shoe shop operating siesta hours, and this sits next to National Lottery shop, Loteria Numero 5, which often has a long queue outside of people hoping to win their fortune. Next door is the popular Beer House Tavern and Grill, which has a lovely outside terrace as well as pavement side tables and chairs, and a traditional feeling pub interior where you can dine or enjoy a beer. They offer a full menu and also show live sports matches. Approaching the end of our walk now, we pass the elegant clothes and shoe shop and then a local opticians. This sits next to Pyro & Co, who have been selling men's and women's designer clothes since 1967. And then directly in front of us we see a sign to Pepe's Bar, which has been open for more than 40 years and is set back to the left. It opens nightly at 9 p.m. Finally, we come to the 4-star Superior Belroy complex, which consists of both a hotel and apartments within the same grounds. It has a pair of boutique shops underneath, as well as the popular Café Paris on the corner, overlooking the bottom of the Avenida del Europa. Built in 1972, it has an outdoor swimming pool, as well as an indoor heated pool for the cooler months, as well as its own Japanese restaurant called Umai. It sits in an ideal location for those wishing to enjoy both the pleasures of the old town as well as the more boisterous new town with its lively nightlife, and is currently ranked 47 out of 198 hotels in Benidorm on TripAdvisor UK. This brings us to the corner and the roundabout with the statue of the lady looking out to the sea in the middle of it, and this is where we end today's vlog. I hope that you've enjoyed this informative and sunny walk along this section of the Avenida del Mediterraneo with me, and please join me again in the future for another stroll, as well as checking out some of my other videos full of information, news and reviews on local hotels, cafes and bars. I'll see you out and about on Benidorm streets next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Adios for now, amigos. See you later.